Up. So today I'm going to be talking about how to prevent your ACs from getting really moldy. So most people run their ACs and shut them off. Well, here's the secret to stop a lot of them from happening. Whenever you're done, like at the end of the day, put your AC on fan for an hour. Now, what that does is it dries everything out on the inside. When your AC is running, it not only is it cooling your house down, but it's also dehumidifying as well. So because it's doing that, dehumidifying thing gets wet on the inside. So if you ever run your AC and if you take your front cover off, you're gonna look at the front coil and you notice it's wet. Well, it's wet because that's condensation from it removing the humidity in the room. That's actually normal and that's actually good. That means your AC is working properly. If your coil it doesn't get cold enough, or if it's not really sweating, that's not a good thing. But if you take your front cover off and look at the coil, and if your AC's on, if it's all wet, that's a good thing. That means your AC is working properly. Now, like I said in my other videos, if you look at the return line and if that's sweating and if it's going back cold to the compressor, the system is working perfectly. You have no problems. So yeah, I mean, most people don't realize that your ECs get moldy because when they run, they get wet on the inside. When you run it on fan for an hour, you're gonna smell a very stinky smell. The reason why it stinks is because it's wet. When everything dries out on the inside, it's not gonna smell anymore. So yeah, because you're running it you're letting everything dry out. So because of that, there's still maybe a little more on the inside, but there's gonna be way less because you're running that fan to dry everything out. So yeah, you'll be glad that you did that. Me and my father do it. My father does it to the ACs in the living room, and I do it to one of them as well. I just let it run on fan. Now, if your AC has a high fan setting, put it on the highest speed. If put it on the highest speed, it'll try it out a lot quicker that way. But still, just put it on fan for an hour, like I said, when you're done using it for the day or for the year, when you're done using it for the day, just put it on fan. Let everything dry out on the inside. And there's gonna be way less mold on the inside. So yeah, it still may get a little moldy, but it's gonna be nowhere nearly as bad because you're letting everything dry out. When I was on the van on my way home from my mother's, I was telling them that it was getting really cold in the van, so I asked the driver if he could turn the thermostat up so that way it would just be the fan running. And I was also telling him it's a good thing we're doing this because, like I said before, because everything gets wet on the inside, it can get moldy. So the nice thing about that was he even saw that I was right because it did have that smell, but then as soon as everything dried up, it went away. So yeah, he's doing it with, he's getting to do it with his home AC as well, and they told him do it. You're gonna be thankful you did that because you're you're making it you're running it to dry everything out, so there's less of a chance it's gonna be very moldy on the inside. That's what that black stuff is on the styrofoam, that's mold. That's because when it was running, we didn't run it on fan, we just turned it off. If you keep doing that constantly, it's gonna get very moldy. So just run the fan for an hour. And yeah, if it smells, deal with it. It's not smelling because it's moldy. It smells because it's wet. The coil is wet, and that's what happens when it gets wet. It smells. But once it dries out, it'll go away completely. And if you can't deal with that, I don't know what to say. But it's gonna go away no matter what. So please, people, stop being a baby about. If you're a baby with smells, grow up and just deal with it. You know, It's not like that. The smell is not really a stinky smell. It's a moist smell. There's moisture in the air when it's on fan or when it's drying up. But once that moisture is gone, it'll stop smelling as well. So yeah, I hope you guys learned something new today. Anyways, yeah, I hope you guys learned something new. And I hope that you guys can, and I hope that I helped you with one of your, and I hope that I was able to help you guys out as well. It's always good to be handy. It's always good to know what to do. So yeah, just running the fan for 1 hour can make a huge difference. It's a small thing, but you know what? If that means it's going to be less mold, do it. That's what we do. That's what I told some people to do. Even even when I was on the van going to my program Tuesday morning, I even was telling the driver, at the end of the day, just turn the AC off, let the fan run, let everything dry out on the inside. Do it to your home AC. She even did it when she was at home getting dressed. She even was like, Sean, you're alright. And yeah, I am right because I know what I'm talking about. I don't just talk about things for a reason. I talk about things because I know it because I know what I'm talking about, and I'm always right. So yeah, you'll see. Do it with your own ACs. You're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys have a good rest of the day. I'll see you guys in the next video. Love y'all. Bye.